You mean to tell me that humans, Homo sapiens, first, spawned hundreds of thousands of years ago, right? Like, we're talking like 500,000 years ago, the first Homo sapiens, spawned in, right? And after, 500,000 years of living, of existing, um, evolving, right? I don't know if it was the Homo sapiens, the Homo erectus, the fucking, the pre-humans, right? But we had the appendix, right? Down the line, we lost it because it was kind of fucking useless. Yeah, but research is showing that the appendix is actually good at whatever, right? But down the line, we got rid of a bunch of shit that we didn't need. We perfected the human body. But you mean to tell me it is 2025 and I can wiggle? I could fucking I could fucking clean with fucking toilet paper, right? I could wiggle all the piss out. I could wipe the piss off with a toilet paper. But as soon as I whip that shit back into the zipper, there is always some little extra fucking droplets that just want to fall through. You're telling me after hundreds, thousands of years, we weren't able to just say, hey, let's make it so that when we piss, when we put our cock back into our pants, it doesn't dribble a little bit more. You're telling me that after all this time, there wasn't an evolutionary step that deemed penis dripping like unfit for the survival of humanity? Because tell me what, right? You taking a piss, right? Oh, that piss feels so good, right? And then there's a hunter on your trail, right? There's fucking hunters. You take a piss, oh my god, and you're in the woods. You're a human. Your senses. The only thing that you got over all these fucking animals is your intellect, right? Wolves can fucking smell like a million times better than us, right? You're telling me, oh, you take a piss, you wiggle, and you're walking, and you don't notice your dick dribble a little bit more? You're telling me that after like 100 some years, right? 1,000 years, right? That shit wasn't like, nobody died to that shit. No fucking wolf found your camp because your dick was dripping after you took a piss and you thought you got all the piss out your dick, but you fucking wiggled your dick and then you put your dick away and then it started dripping more. You're telling me our ancestors were in the wild. They pissed. They wiggled their dick, but then the dick still dribbled a little bit more. You're telling me, a wolf didn't just follow the trail? You're telling me a wolf wasn't like, okay, this is human piss, and it's dripping in a direction. You telling me a wolf, you telling me this didn't cause any threats? And then I started to think about it, right? This was all I was thinking about this all like last night, right? It'd be the stupidest shit that keeps me up, but maybe it was the genes, right? Because the zipper is only in the front. It doesn't arc down, right? But it's just a straight flat in the front. Naturally, your dick is gonna hang, right? You pull it out, it's gonna hang. It's gonna go do like a little U, right? So of course there's still gonna be a little gas in the tank when you put it away, but I'm a variable pisser, bro. Sometimes I'll sit, sometimes I'll just pull down, sometimes I'll zip down my fucking pants. Not that I really wear pants, I just wear a lot of sweats, but I like to piss different ways. I like to switch up my routine. Sometimes I'll pull the fucking pants all the way down like a little kid. Sometimes I'll fucking just, give me enough breathing space to fucking whip it out. But no matter what, right? I could wiggle, 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 wiggle. They say wiggle more than 2 times. You're playing with it. Hey, bro, I'll be sitting at that fucking toilet playing with the fuck, playing the fuck out of my cock, bro. But yeah. So what? I play with my dick, right? But still, no matter how many times I wiggle that dick, I put it away, right? I put it in the inventory. and then there's little driplets now. There's little droplets of fucking piss in my pants. I wiggled. I tried so hard got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter because there's piss in my underwear now. And so I was thinking, okay, what if we made, sweats is always going to be, unless you pull your shit full out, unless, or you give it enough room to just pull it out, it should, that's usually, that gives me the highest chance of no dripping. So I think if we're gonna list them, sitting, you're naturally just, your cock is just pointing down. You're gonna get most of it out. Pulling your pants all the way down, that you get good, wide open, it's pointed downwards, depending on how you hold it, it's solid, right? You pull the sweats down to give you enough space, that's good too. It's effective. Jeans, khakis, just uh, I don't even know, business casual attire is the most restrictive, and it caused the most drippage. But I was thinking about it, I was like, what if we just recreated the jean, right? What if we made it so that you zipped it and it went past just your dick, right? It zipped all the way to your tank. So you would unzip, open it, and you just had all this space, right, for your dick to hang. So it's not like, draping over or whatever. There is something wrong with the way either the anatomy of the penis, or like the anatomy of jeans zippers. It's, I don't know, man. It's something needs to change. And am I gonna be the one to make that change? I don't know, man. If I make a clothing company, I'll make sure that the zipper zips down all the way to the taint. And of course, we'll play test. I have a bunch of people trying it out. We'll have a bunch of different variations and shit. But not, that's another time. But something needs to change. Because you're telling me it's 2025 and we still talking about them two little rogue drips that want to come out at the last second, man. It's rough, man. And if you a man and you've never had the little drippies, how? Right? Teach me. Cause I'll sit there and I'll wiggle, and then I'll grab toilet paper and I'll dab that shit down, and I'll be like, oh shit, this is dry as hell. Then as soon as this shit goes back in my pants, bro, it's a fucking tsunami, bro. So I think that this is a common occurrence, but if I'm sitting here yelling at the clouds, looking like a madman, because everybody who sees it's gonna be like, man, what the fuck is this guy talking about? I wiggle one, man. I don't even wiggle, bro, and I got no more drips. I don't know, bro. I'm just chatting, bro, but I think a lot of us men deal with this, and I think something needs to change. And I'm just, you know, I'm not saying we should bring eugenics back, but I'm not saying okay. First things first, we fixed the design of jeans. All right, that zipper places your penis. Hey, maybe it's just Levi's, because I fucking hate jeans. It's like wearing a fucking it's like wearing fucking cardboard pants. Yeah, I've only had experience with Levi's. Maybe them Amiri jeans. Maybe who else? Maybe them Kasubi jeans, right? Maybe them shit. They got the fucking anti-drip zip, but I don't know. I think it's a little fucked up that we've been on this earth hella years, and my shit's still dripping after I shake it and I put it in my penis, bro. That's it, bro.